I'm not suggesting everybody should walk around with their hair on fire in a panicked state. Oh my God, the economy is collapsing, what do we do? Right? That's not actually working with your fear. That's just being in a panic state. But if you know, what I often do is I tell a story of a client. I was working with a client several months ago, and he called me up, and he'd been very excited for a number of weeks because he was very close to raising several $1 million from a brand name investor out on the West Coast. And he called me up, and he was in a panic because the investor ended up turning him down. And he said, what do I tell the employees? And I said, how about the truth? And he said, but. I said, what are you going to do? You're going to have them stay because you're going to pretend that you're actually raising money? What are you going to do when you can't make payroll? Right? So we talked about it, and I said, gather them all in a room. Connect back with your purpose. Why did you launch this business in the first place? Was it to make the investor rich? Was it to make you rich? Because the truth is, neither one of those things is likely to happen. But if you did this for something deeper, something more important, you want to change the lives of somebody who's suffering, which, by the way, most entrepreneurs do, then connect them back to that purpose and tell them the truth. And you know what happened? Because he had his own fears under control and didn't panic, the employees collectively agreed to forego their salary for a month to give the company more time to fundraise. They then successfully raised the money, he paid them their back wages, and now they're successful. And what he ended up with was not a team of people who work for the CEO as if they're daddy. They're a team. They're all in it together. They just have different roles. And let's face it, who would you rather work with? Would you rather work in an environment like that? Or would you rather work in an environment where Big Daddy at the top of the pyramid is telling you everything that you're supposed to do? That's not why we work at startups. That's not why we launch our own businesses. We want to be responsible for our own life. So, I think in the end you have no choice but to be real. Any other choice is unacceptable.